men have been silenced for such a long time that I think the announcement of this money and what the government's about to do means that actually we're going to break the silence and that men are going to be able to come forward now.
Why do they not come forward?
I think that there's a whole host of really complex reasons, but I think fundamentally it boils down to we still, even in the 21st century, haven't set up spaces for men to talk, for men to reveal that they're feeling bad, that this abhorrent crime has sort of happened to them. That's part of the reason why I kept silent for so long.
What, because you couldn't admit, you didn't want to admit it to others, or?
First reason, I mean, I was abused between about 11 and 16 outside of the family, and one of the things that I kind of held on to for so long was that it was my fault. And very much like many boys and men across the UK, they kind of feel the same way. And I think because we haven't set up spaces for men to be able to come out and talk about it, I think what that does is that we've colluded with the silence, and actually men feel that they can't talk. Support agencies like Survivors Manchester and Survivors UK and Mankind and First Step in Leicester, you know, they're services that are here to sort of say to men and boys, you can talk about it if you want to, and we're here to help.
How much difference did being able to talk about it make to you?
Tons of difference. I can still remember the first time in my therapist's office that I was able to sort of recognise what happened to me was something that shouldn't have happened and that wasn't my fault. And it just feels like a weight is just lifted from your shoulders. And I talk to men all the time now, and I'll kind of talk about how even though it's really painful to talk and even though it's really difficult to talk, it's nowhere near as difficult or painful than is to stay silent.
Okay. There's now going to be this extra money. Will that's going to help it, in your view?
Yeah, absolutely. I think not only is the money going to help organisations such as mine cement services, should we be able to get the money, but I think in government identifying specific support for men or money for specific support for men, I think it's the start of something new. I think it's the start of conversations. This is the first time that I can remember that government's even made a kind of an official announcement, an official recognition of males.
I know that you've been dealing, for example, with Hollyoaks, haven't you, on a particular storyline which deals with this issue. Is it important for you that actually it is out there, is discussed, for example, in soap operas?
Absolutely.
Is that going to break what you seem to say is a taboo, really?
Yeah, it's a huge taboo, huge taboo. I'm so proud of Hollyoaks, for the writers, directors, the cast that have really committed to this story. I was watching social media when the announcement was